3, 2, 1.
Welcome. I still have something in my beer. I apologize for that. I guess I should have looked at myself before I started filming. Welcome to another episode of Let's Get Drunk with B-Rad. Me and Mrs. B-Rad. We're at the 2019 Bacon Beer and Bourbon Fest, and what a wonderful time we had there. A lot of great breweries, a lot of local breweries, and a lot of out-of-town breweries. A lot of heavy hitters like Bell's out of Kalamazoo, Michigan. Their Two Heart Ale, I know, is in the top 50 of the craft brews. And they got like another, I think it's one or two in the top 50 or top 20, something like that. But a very distinguished brewery, heavy hitter, anyhow. Favorites. This Saturday, I worked 8 hours today. I go to work at 4. The Beer Bacon Fest was at 3, so I'm a little tired, but I wanted to give a review, especially to get some of this beer out of my fridge. And I just wanted to share my experience with you guys at the Bacon Beer Fest. And, you know, I live in a moderately sized town in Kansas, the biggest town in Kansas, and you can't count Kansas City, and I'll tell you why. Kansas City is split in between the Kansas side and the Missouri side, so you can't really count Kansas City. I mean, if you counted the Missouri side, yes, they're bigger than Wichita, but Wichita is the biggest city in Kansas. Okay, and everyone complains in Wichita, Kansas here, we have nothing to do. Wrong. There's all kinds of shit to do. Now, you just got to search for it. I mean, it's just like anything else. You got to search for it. All right? You got to, I don't know. Here's a few of my favorites. Okay, the Chili Fest. The Chili Beer Fest, which is in around September at Johnson's Garden Center. Johnson's Garden Center goes down to Mexico, picks up some type of chilies, and then they sell them year round, which I need to get some of those chilies. Maybe I can create a salsa with that. And who knows? I might start getting into the beer making business because as I feel like give you guys a review, whoa, holy shit, that cameraman is drunk. God damn it, you're fired, cameraman. Whoa, shit, god damn it. Alright, I think I got it on slippery surfaces. Why, sorry. I do apologize for my idiocy here. I want to share a little bit of okay, this was about ready to go again, and I'm going to put something down to, well, I was going to put something down. We'll try to find something, come on. I'm supposed to be in here doing dishes again. You know, so, alright, here we'll put something down to counteract the tripod does not like to stand on the counter. It likes to fall because it's a smooth surface. Just, if I was a little bit better at doing this kind of stuff. Well, first of all, I forgot. We're 4 minutes into this, and I forgot. If you're going to drink, don't drive. If you're going to drive, don't drink. It's something near dear to my heart. 22 veterans died day to PTSD, suicide. So reach out to that person, email, Facebook, whatever it takes. Just acknowledge their existence, and that could possibly save their life, believe it or not. I'm not afraid to admit I suffer from some of this, and sometimes just a simple hi, wave, smile makes me feel better. So I'm going to guess it makes them feel better too. And like I said, it could keep them grounded, keep them safe. So, Beer Bacon Bourbon Fest 2016. Me and B-Rad's first. I was going on about how Wichita doesn't have anything to do. The Chili Fest, Chili Beer Fest, Johnson's Garden Centers. They invite local breweries, and they brew some type of chili beer. And then you vote for your favorite chili beer. They have a lot of food trucks out there. You can get some grub. Me and B-Rad had a really good time. The chili feed somewhere in September too, I believe. When it gets a little cooler, that's always a good time. You have the River Fest. You have all kinds of stuff. You have all kinds of great concerts that come to town. Back in March, I went to Metallica. Fucking never seen Metallica. They were on my list of bands to see. And yeah, I know. I should have seen them a long time ago. But I did not. So I was an idiot. But me and Mr. B-Rad caught a really good show. There was things to do in Wichita, Kansas. Just like I said, you got to look at it. Be proud of where you live. I'm proud of where I live. And doesn't mean I don't want to change scenery someday. Maybe when my grandkids get a little older. I wasn't going to do a beer review today, but like I said, we went to the beer bacon bourbon fest. God, a lot of words, especially after you've been drinking all day. Great time, a lot of good vendors. You know, they had some of the things I think they could have done a little bit more. The bourbon well, let me tell you what, Air Capital Beer Bacon, or what is this? Air Capital Bacon Beer Festival. Okay, if you want to do this right, I paid $5 extra for bourbon sampling. You give me 6 samples, not even a shot's worth, which that's okay because you have beer, that's fine. But you have 3 stands with 3 bourbons in it. And they were just regular bourbons, Elijah Craig, Turkey, Jack Daniels, single barrel. I mean, nothing real special, but you could put a few more in there to sample. More bacon. You could have some of these restaurants, you could have a contest like, you know, the beer fest. That's another thing Wichita has. You know, we have a beer fest. It was at the Kansas Star Casino this year. You could have like a competition. Who has the best bacon? There was a jalapeno bacon that I fucking thoroughly enjoyed. The pepper bacon, who hasn't had pepper bacon? And then Hormel just cooked plain bacon, which was delicious. I ain't gonna lie. Reflection Country Club had this delicious freaking bacon wrapped jalapeno something with the sriracha ranch dressing. Freaking awesome. And I know this broadcast is going to go on a little longer than normal, but I'm telling you about my experiences in my first bacon beer bourbon fest here. It was in Park City, just down the street from Wichita. And a lot of great breweries there, man. I just, you know, it's the craft brewery business has grown. And I wish I would have started paying attention in the 80s when I started seeing it trickling in. But, you know, I was a stupid younger guy and I don't know, I wouldn't go outside the realm of drinking Budweiser and Miller and stuff. So I still drink that, but when I drink it, it's like, it's a very light tasting. That's what I'm going to say. Like I said, a lot of great breweries. One of my favorite local breweries, Aeroplanes. You know what? Hold on just a second. I'm going to... I don't know how to pause this, but if I don't pause it, I'll start back. I got to get something because I said I'd give another review. I'm going to do this. Hold on. Okay, I did that successfully. I knew there was a pause or something on my phone. You know, I film all this through my phone. Brad Lance, another Somali Marine Corps brother, gave me a tripod, gave me a light, which works great, and gave me a little microphone to further enhance my speaking. All right. Well, you probably can't read that. God damn it. I wish I knew how to fix it. Alright, well anyhow, this says James Ryan Burke, JRB, Senior Sales Rep, calibrated with accuracy at Aeroplanes Brewery. Um, I got 15% battery life, and I need to wrap this up probably. The guys at Aeroplanes, great bunch of guys. It's Marine Corps veteran owned and operated, and he's got one of my Marine Corps brothers, Casey Patch, working for him. JRB, thank you, my friend. I always see at these things, and I just don't ever remember your name or never ask for it. Sorry, my fault. Um, and then, of course, Gunning Lance, the owner of Aeroplanes Brewery. Mrs. B-Rad, that was her favorite beer, and that was just she don't know any better. So she legitimately picked that beer. I mean, just she's a female. She just and we had a great time there. And Aeroplanes, I talked to Gunny, and I've been wanting to do a guest type of review. So I'm gonna pick a beer. It'll be two, same kind, and we'll sit down and talk. Or I don't know if I can do that in their establishment, or we'll choose one of their beers to do a review about it. That might be better. I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna collaborate here. And not to mention, I have got some ideas. I don't know if I'm gonna start trying to brew this myself, or maybe get some help from them. I don't know if they're going to be willing to help, but I've got a great idea for a Marine Corps themed beer. I'm not going to say anymore, because if I tell you what kind it is, then it kind of leads into other things. You could probably maybe guess what I'm saying, and I'm not saying a word, because someone could run with my idea, and then it's just all hell. All right. I've recently done a gose, and we know gose is a kind of like a citrus fruit type. The classifications for some type of citrus, black currants, and sea salt. But I don't know, some of the goses that I found have the sea salt but don't have the other stuff. So I guess it's just maybe different areas brew a gose a different way, but you could still call it gose because they add the sea salt. I don't know with that one. I gave you a little history lesson before, and the one I'm about ready to review is one that I've reviewed before, and I believe it's called Too Evil. All right, these guys make a lot of stouts and stuff, and matter of fact, their Big Money Stout was one I could not chug. But I wasn't feeling well that day, so I am going to do another review, and I will freaking chug that motherfucker. Believe it or not, I'm not gonna go down like that. Okay. It says right here, a Two Roads Evil Twin Brewing collaboration. I believe the deal with Evil Twins here is they collaborate with other breweries to make their beer. I think one of their main breweries is out of New York. Let's see if I can get any information off the can. One pint. No, normally 5.5% alcohol by volume. Normally they give you a little bit of information where it comes from, stuff like that. But I do know that they collaborate with other breweries to brew their beer, which they make a fantastic beer. I mean, the few that I've tried are great beers. And I'm sure this gose that we're about ready to try I'm about ready to try. Maybe you will be too. Just remember, I am driving that truck down the road, hopefully get you to that destination. Got this. We'll throw that out there. All right. See how it pours. Whew, look at that. It's got a 3-finger head on there, but it's Smells really good. Of course, gose is a sour, so sour and the citrus come through there. Yeah, I got interrupted by my kid. I don't know. Anyhow, let's get back to this. It's got a nice clear look. The head's absolutely fantastic on it. I'm going to give the head a 4. I'm going to give the color a 4. Something that I forgot to start with the design of the can. Now it's a little weird for me. You know, you have two evils. You know, one's good, one's bad, or one's bad, one's good. I don't know. And then some weird art. But creativity, I'm still going to give it a 3.8. I mean, it's still creative. I still like it. I mean, it's a lot of my realm. I don't really care for it, but Evil, Two Evil puts out a good product, and most of their labeling is simple, but still eye catching, and that's what normally turned me on to that beer. So let's give her a sip. It's really kind of light. I'm getting a citrus, some type of citrus. I'm going to guess, if I'm going to guess any type of citrus, I'm going to guess like maybe a lemon or a lime. Probably a lemon. Very light sea salt. I mean, I don't really get it. It's nice. It's sour. It's clean. It's refreshing. It's a good product. And I can tell you this much: one of the other Two Evil beers that I did review, that I drank that one beer and it gave me a buzz, but it was also like 9 points. Well, maybe not quite that high. Maybe it was 7. It's still pretty high, and I chugged it, and I felt a little buzz. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm not. I've had a lot of beer. I've had a lot of bacon today, but we'll still chug the rest of what's in here. I don't know. Hold on. Well, we might. And hey, look at this. The Bacon and Beer Festival. Beer because you can't drink bacon. Is that what this says? Backwards. Had a really good. Oh shit! Almost spilled the beer. Don't tell me this beer. I caught it though. I did spill a little bit. All right, you find yourself in a bar, and I believe there's somewhere in New York, and you're in New York, and some guy comes up to you. He's got an eye patch. He swears he's a Marine, and he is, and he challenges you to a drink off. So you've been Casey patched, and he's challenging you to a beer off, and you're drinking one of these, and you need to know if this beer is going to go down nice smooth. That way, Casey Patch has to buy you a beer instead of you buying Casey a beer, and I'm doing the work for you. Just remember that. And of course, don't forget, the best beer is your beer and free beer and the beer that you like to drink at the end of the fucking day. And this realm is susceptible to any opinion. No wrong or right answers. I mean, some may be a little correct, a little closer. You know, my information probably is not as credible as a brewmaster's or someone, but I do have a lot of years of experience in drinking, and I'm still learning today. I'm trying to give you guys a good beer review, and I'm going on 20 minutes. You got Casey patched. Okay, what do we got? We got 4.0 for the head, and we got 3.8 for the color. Smell, I'm going to give it 3.8. It's got a nice, fresh smell. I mean, but tarts too. They have a great smell. The taste, I'm going to give it 3.9 on the taste. So overall, the score pretty decent, I think. You know, now we do B-Rad's chuggability tests. You get Casey patched at that bar. You're trying to freaking watch a game, and he challenges to a chug off. So I'm going to chug the beer. So I'm doing the work for you. I like it. Most definitely like a lemon taste to me. Maybe some type of other fruit in there. It's got like a cantaloupe taste, believe it or not. But I'm seriously doubt whether that's in there. Another deal, Bacon Beer Fest. If you're going to have vendors pouring beers, maybe they should know a little bit about that beer. I go talk to some of these reps and they have no clue about the beer at all. It's just kind of nice for someone like me that knows just a pinch about beer and the breweries to be able to ask a question and they can answer. So, Air Capital Beer Bacon Fest. Think about that. Think about restaurant competitions. Who has the best bacon? And just more variety of a bourbon if you're going to have it. So, just my ideas. Great beer. I highly recommend it. Two Evils Gose. Nice sour beer. Clean, refreshing. I mean, it's definitely a summer beer. So, getting on with that, we're going to give a salute to the men and women that sacrificed it all for this great country. I fucking love America, and I hope you do too. You Americans are so angry. Yeah, so I've been told. Oh crap. Casey Patch, I lied. I said I had about a quarter of a bottle. I do not. But, brother, you're more than willing to have a little bit of whatever's left of this. As always, to the men and women that sacrificed it all, that paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. So me and you, we can do stuff like the Bacon Beer Bourbon Fest. I am in their debt for that. And of course, always to Chesty Puller, wherever you are. And hey, JRB and Aeroplanes Brewery, Gun and Lance, Casey Patch. Don't get Casey patched. Hoorah. Woo! That is, I don't know, Ghost really doesn't go bad with bourbon either, so. Stouts, not so much. Lagers, not bad. Pilsners, not bad. IPs, not bad. It's just, stouts it is. All right, thank you guys very much. Thank you for watching B-Rads, and hopefully I'm going to be getting out of my kitchen into a different location and having a guest. My guest will be, I don't know, whoever at Aeroplanes, maybe the janitor, I don't know, maybe the guy who, I don't know, bottles or packages the beer. Maybe, I don't know, whoever wants to talk to me, hopefully getting Lance, JRB, would be interesting since he's the top sales rep. He should know a little something about the beer. I know a little something about the history of Aeroplanes, and I ran that by getting Lance the first time I asked him. So, and he said, I don't know if he was just, but I guess right, I think. And of course, maybe we'll have Casey Patcher. All right, thank you guys. Thank you, Brad Lance. Brother, I know you had a lot going on. I know you can't watch these videos. My condolences to the passing of your brother. Rest in peace. And of course, Scott Losky, thank you, another Somali brother. He gave me some Somali swag. And of course, all those Marine Corps brothers that I do miss every day, and I hope to see you guys again. Chris Nicholson, Chris Schmidt, Corey Locke, Schroeder, Brown, Ruiz, Diaz, Irona, Lynn Johnson, Sabrina Tong. Trying to throw some female or WMs in there. Anyhow, god dang it. Thank you guys so very much. I appreciate you watching this angry veteran show about beer and senseless ranting. All right. Till next time, thank you very much. Hoorah. This is B-Rad, don't think I'm going to post this. I'm B-Rad. Let's get drunk with B-Rad. I am drunk. I am at Beer Bacon Bourbon Fest. Fuck yeah, motherfuckers.